Hey guys, what's happening? Storylad 1996 here, and we are back with FIFA 13 Career Mode with Chelsea Part 3. Now, at the start of this video, straight away we're going to be trying to sign two young English talents. The first being Jack Wilshere. Now, he plays for Arsenal. He's a centre midfielder. A lot of you's going to know him. He's quality already, but he ends up being the best midfielder in the game after a year, 2 years. So, definitely want to sign him and improve that pivot role because it's not the strongest right now with Chelsea, so that's a major concern. Now the next one is going to be Luke Shaw. This is more of a backup but long-term replacement for Ashley Cole because he's sort of getting old now, so get Shaw in, very young but very high potential. He's going to be really good in a few years, so we'll try and get him in for the future. But the Jack Wilshere ones, he's definitely going to be a starter. So yeah, next. Now, we're going to be just dealing with we're not going to be playing the friendlies, as you know. We're going to be simming those, so, it's against a French side. They're not exactly the best French side, so we should be able to pass them quite easily. There you go, 6-0, absolutely destroyed them. No sense in playing it whatsoever when you can just do that. I mean, they're not important. I will show them the highlights of the real games, but these games, there's no sense in it. So, you can see that Moses obviously pressing a claim in these friendlies that we are simming, so whatever works. But anyway, in regards to Dortmund, the offer that we asked, we asked for more money for Terry. They've decided to match that. They're going to go for it. So hopefully we can ship John Terry out. He's getting old. His rating's only going to get worse. I'm going to get better defenders in to replace him. So yeah, it works for, well, doesn't really work for Dortmund, but if they want him, they want him. So, and just talking about the centre back, going to be replacing him. How it is, a German himself. We're on the personal terms now. The transfer fee's done with, so yeah, just offer him what he wants, get that over with. Plenty of money. We're Chelsea, so wages isn't really an issue with us. Now, they want a bit more. Southampton, we haven't offered quite enough for Luke Shaw, but again, it's not a massive increase, so no problem giving them what they want. Get to the personal terms as quickly as possible. Plenty of players coming in, strengthening the side, so yeah, it's good to see. And then we've got City coming up there in a cup game, the Community Shield. We're going to be simming that. I know you might say, well, it's a cup final, but it's still a friendly. It's a charity game, so don't really need to play it. Now, as you can see there, we've got an offer for Ivanovic from Juventus. Now, Juventus, big team. They've got a lot of money to spend, but I don't need to sell Ivanovic. I need to reiterate that. He's one of the defenders I'm not sure about, so we'll counter offer them for a bit more money. Right, Victor Moses is obviously having a good time because he's giving me a lot of comments, so he wants to start. I'm not sure about that, but anyway, we're just going to go to Jack Wilshere here and actually make our offer because we only shortlisted him previously, so we're actually going to be putting the player in his leeway. Now, I thought about a few of the players, but the one I definitely don't need is John Obi Mikel, because I just don't like John Obi Mikel. I'm going to be frank. I don't want him in my team. He's too defensive. He doesn't have really any attacking qualities whatsoever, and this is going to be an attacking team, so yeah, he's not for me. So we'll try our best to get rid of John Obi Mikel. Hopefully he can shave a bit of money off the deal, which would be brilliant. Now, next player we're going to be going for is Bernard, who plays for Athletic Mineiro in Brazil. Again, we're going to be offering a player. The player I've chosen this time is Gael Kakuta. Now, he's not really a valuable player. He's a young talent, but I don't see him realising any of his potential. So, get him off to a weaker league. He can enjoy his football. I get Bernard, works both ways. They'll be glad to have Kakuta. Be a good signing for them. And then they're obviously getting the money, plus the money for Bernard, so good signing both ways, really. Hopefully they accept it. And we are getting ever closer to the Community Shield. But we're getting offers accepted. Right, so we've got the How It Is deal is done now. He's ready to join the club. Got a good defender in, thank God. He's going to be one of the best defenders in the game, so delighted to get him. We're now onto the personal terms stage with the Luke Shaw deal, so again, he's young, he's not going to be asking for shitloads of money. It's not a big deal at all, offering him what he wants. But we're going to offer him, the sporadic first team role because, like I said, he's not quite ready to take the first team role quite yet, like the starting 11, so hopefully he accepts that. He might reject it, but hopefully accepts it. Now we're just going to fiddle with the team a wee bit here and add our new signing in, how it is. You know, strengthen the look of the team, obviously. And that seems to be already done, so delighted with that. Alright, so a few players making debuts, the likes of Shirley and how it is. Right, we're just going to, again, like I said, sim, get it over with as quickly as possible. Man City, you know, I might lose this because it's sim, but we don't. We'll win 2-0. I thought we might have lost that because City are a strong team, and simming against strong teams is stupid, so on my part, but I don't want to play it, I couldn't be bothered.
Chelsea 2, Manchester City 0.
Alright, so again, they're not happy with the player that I've offered, which is a shame because I wanted to get rid of Mikel, but the next best thing I can offer is Ramirez. You know, Ramirez is a bit more of a valuable player to me, but I don't really need him. I'd rather get rid of Mikel, but I can still afford to get rid of Ramirez, so we'll do that, and hopefully that'll save the day. We're just getting a lot of pop-ups there. They're absolutely irrelevant right now. We've got about 7 there in one go. Right, now this is the one player I don't want to buy, but I have to buy him because in reality he plays first and I want to keep it realistic. And that is Kevin De Bruyne, who I shouldn't even be having to buy. I don't know why I said this, you know, I foreshadowed this in an earlier video that we're going to have to do this, but it's such a pain. And I don't understand. Like it's updated. Like we've got some of the loanies back. Like I had Lukaku back, and I didn't have to pay a squat for him. He was already in the squad, so I can't really understand why I haven't got De Bruyne back. Why he's playing for Werder Bremen. You know, some of them just didn't make sense. Like they've sort of half-assed updated it. They haven't done it fully. It's just a pain in the ass. They have to ship out a good couple of million for De Bruyne. Now I'm going to offer Lampard. I'm not sure if this one will work, if Lampard will actually, you know, if they'll be interested in an over 30 player, but I try it anyway. Because, you know, Lampard's rating's obviously going to decrease really, really quickly because of his age, and it's not that high anyway right now, so no sense in keeping old players in FIFA 13 career mode because they drop very, very, very quickly. Now, they're happy. Atletico Mineiro are happy with the Kakuta offering that I've given them, so that's the perfect transfer, really. I'm getting rid of a player I don't like. I'm getting a player I do like. Perfect. Now, they're saying competition for David Luiz. Not really, because David Luiz is, you know, still quality. David Luiz can play a number of positions, so don't really see how it is taking his spot so much, especially considering I'm trying to get rid of Terry. Alright, now we've got a few transfer offers accepted. We're now on the personal terms stage with Jack Wilshere, which is fabulous. He's going to be my big signing. Yeah, he's probably going to be the most marquee signing, if you like. You know, Luke Shaw is obviously one for the future. The personal terms, are done with him already. So we've now signed Luke Shaw. We just have to get the terms agreed with Jack Wilshere, and he'll be signing too. Now De Bruyne, they're looking a little bit more money. I'm cool with that. You know, I'm really looking to get rid of Lampard, so I'm okay offering a little bit more money because Lampard's wages are massive, and I don't want to hold on to them. I want to free up some wages. Alright, we've now signed Bernard, so that's absolutely fantastic. To get Bernard in, he's a 5-star skiller, but really fun to play with, has great potential. I'll enjoy using him. Right, we've now signed Wilshere too, or we haven't quite signed Wilshere because we don't actually have enough, so what we'll go to is the budget allocation, and we'll just fix that up quickly. You know, not a massive change. I was slightly off being able to pull it, so just have to adjust that a little bit, and we'll go and finish off that deal. So there we go, Jack Wilshere. We've got a lot of signings in this video. It's going very well. Team's getting stronger by the minute. Now the De Bruyne one, we're now on the personal terms. Yeah, I've got freed up wages if I'm getting rid of Lampard, because Lampard's on higher wages than what De Bruyne will be when I bring him in. So this is all going very well. I'm happy with how it's going. I'm getting closer to the first. Can finally get into the games. I'm going to have a different approach to it this time than I did with one of my previous series, because I don't want to skip any of the proper games. I want to play every one of them, so I'm just going to bring highlights of, the goals. I don't want to sim any games, because it's just no point playing the game if you want to sim everything. I just simmed the friendlies this time. Now we've got an offer for Cole from Barca. Now I actually end up considering this one. This might have been a mistake, but I end up asking them, in hindsight, this is probably a mistake, as you'll see later in the series, but I asked them for 11 million. At that time, I'm thinking that's a brilliant deal if I can get 11 million for Cole at his age, but it's a bit iffy, because that only leaves me with Luke Shaw, who, don't get me wrong, has massive potential, but I never planned on using him at the start, so maybe I didn't think that one through massively. Now, I've got another offer here from Atletico Madrid for Terry. Now, I was a bit confused with this one. I don't know if I've got this wrong just looking over it again, but I thought he'd already went to Dortmund, so I'm not sure what's happening there unless he declined to go to Dortmund, but we'll accept it anyway, and hopefully we can get rid of Terry. Now, we've now got De Bruyne, but it's just a matter of, the whole budget allocation. But we've got him anyway. We'll just have to work out the whole wages thing, along with transfer budget. We'll have to get that right. Now, we still don't seem to be able to get that, so I just decide, screw it, we'll deal with it after the match. I'm at the match. I want to get the match started, so yeah, that's probably going to be the end of this video, and then I'll start the video off in the actual matches. So yeah, lads, keep an eye out for the other videos. I'm sorry this one took so long to get up, but it's been Joylad1986 here, and peace out.